Go, Pack, go. All right, let's get this party started. Not waiting, I'm ready to roll. Listen, I'm rooting for the Pack this week. You know,
hey, I'm gonna be on. I know that.
Why not? Because I think I feel like the Lions have a good shot. But listen, before we get into all that, welcome to the Bet Win Repeat show. It's Friday. It's FAFO Friday. F around and find out. Football Friday, game time decision Friday, food time decision, whatever name you want to call this show on a Friday, you are more than welcome to. We are here, and we are live and in full effect. I am joined with Nick Earl from Earl Sports Bets. We appreciate you stopping by. Tim lacks heart and dedication. Actually, I don't know what Tim's doing, but I know he couldn't be here today. So I'm stuck with Nick.
It's a way to put it, yeah.
I mean, that's a way to put it, yeah. What's new on the Earl Sports Bets front? What's happening? Let everybody file in. We'll bullshit for a few minutes and we'll get into it.
Yeah, not too much. I'm looking to place some wagers for some NFL this weekend. I've already bet the first game, and I'm about to lock in my play for the second game.
Okay.
Definitely looking forward to some NFL this weekend. I've just locked in the second place, so cool. But yeah, and we got hockey, big hockey card tomorrow. Small hockey card tonight, but I love this hockey card tonight. So we'll get
small hockey card. I love two games out of it, and I went really heavy on both games. I
doubled up on 3 of the 4 games.
Okay. And, I want to on that last game. I know which one you're talking about. Let's get into the NHL slate here. By the way, first of all, if you haven't already, real housekeeping issues real quick, head over to the Picks and Parlays contest page. That's where you go, facebook.com/group/picks and parlay contest. The monthly contest is in full effect. Today's the 19th of January. So that starts again on the 1st. So hold out till that if you're not already in January's. The playoff contest for the NFL, I just posted probably 10, 15 minutes ago, not even, the divisional round matchups and the spreads and odds for all of that. There's 4 games. Got to pick all 4. Each win is worth 2 points. It's all explained in there, but it is posted on the Facebook page. For those of you that didn't get in on the wild card round, you still can get in on this round. These wins are worth 2 points. Wildcard round was worth 6. I posted the updated standings so you could see there's like 2 people who got 5 points out of the 6 games last week. A ton of people with 4 and 3. But you could still jump in because all it takes is them to have one bad week and you could jump right back in because these are worth 2 points each. So in next week, conference round will be worth 4 and the Super Bowl is worth 8. Grand prize at the end. Probably some Craig VIP picks and some cash and probably a hoodie or a shirt or some kind of swag you don't already have or so desire. But check that out. Don't forget, you're going over to picksparlays.net. You can use this promo code Lenny. It'll save you 20% off the entire site. Like, share, subscribe, ring the bell. Earl Sports Bets channel. Subscribe over there if you haven't already. I'm streaming on that YouTube. I'm streaming on my YouTube as well, Detroit Lenny, because I got 11 followers. And I like it.
Hell yeah. I
only want 11. I'm just saying. Don't follow, folks. Don't fuck around. No, I'm just kidding. Listen, follow. I don't care. I stream on both. Picks and Parlays here, there, everywhere. Share everywhere. Like everything. Subscribe everywhere. Ring the bell for notification. Why not? We ain't doing nothing else. Let's talk some football, though. Oh, hold on. Time out. We're going to talk hockey first, but just to update everybody on what I did yesterday, because we were all into my hockey draws and I went 0 for 5. I sat here and said how great I was doing on these draws all month, gave you guys 5 of them, and they went. And so, hey, it happens. Whatever. I still up almost a whole unit, 0.8 units, 4 and 6 on the day. So keep running. You want to run with me? Run with me. You want to fade or follow at your own risk kind of thing. Records for the show are scrolling at the bottom. I'm still up overall like 30 units for the month. So we're kind of crushing some shit there. And at the end, I'll go over what I'm on today and play of the day. Let's talk some hockey, though, my friend. 4 games today. I like 2. You like 3. We both games we do like. Wings, Carolina, Wild, and the Panthers. You don't like the Devils and Blue Jackets?
I did not get on the Devils Blue Jackets game.
Right. And I'm not a fan of that game either. And you like the Islanders, Blackhawks. I'm not really.
That's an ugly game.
I want to bet the Islanders, but I'm not betting them at that price.
Nah.
And God knows I don't trust anything out of Chicago except a hot dog, okay, and some deep dish, whatever. But that's it. Speaking of deep dish, I'm making Detroit style.
Where's the cheese
for dinner?
Where's the cheese? There's no cheese on deep dish though.
It's
on the
bread.
Chicago pizza.
Yeah. Look, Detroit's different. It is a bread. It's a bread. It's all about the bread. It's all about the bread. And whatever.
It's all about the bread.
It's all about the bread. What do you like in NHL? Talk to me about that.
Yeah, my favorite spot of the day is actually, I think I don't know if you mentioned this one, was the Minnesota-Florida game. And this was one I had circled a couple days ago, especially after the Red Wings went into Florida and beat them. That was the third straight loss for Florida. This is a get-right spot if I've seen one. And the Panthers are a team I've been saying for over a month now, or close to a month now. They are the best team in hockey. This is the best team in hockey, the Florida Panthers. I'm on the Panthers -1. I'm on the Panthers team total over 3.5.
I'm on the Panthers in regulation.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that either.
Yeah,
I think they take care of business in this game. We have the Wild on a back-to-back, which they're 1-6 on back-to-backs this year. And we have Marc-Andre Fleury starting for the first time since he passed Patrick Waugh for second all-time. He had that shutout win. And I'm looking to fade him here in this spot.
Yeah.
Especially when you look at what the Florida Panthers have done as of late, and you look at their advanced analytics, when you look at expected goals, they've lost 3 in a row. Yeah. Tough luck losers in all 3 of them. 2 of them were in overtime. They outplayed their opponents in all 3 games by at least 1 expected goal. 3.42 to 2.41. They lost. They win the expected goal battle against New Jersey, lose 4-1. 3.75 to 2.31 against the Anaheim Ducks, lose 5-4 in overtime. 3.16 to 1.88 against the Detroit Red Wings, lose in overtime. This is a team that I don't see it continuing, and I look for a regression to go positively here, and I think this is a great spot for them to do so. So big on the Panthers tonight.
A lot of the reasons I've talked yesterday about my kind of how I'm picking draws and how I'm getting to why I'm picking the draw on a game and not. This game fits the mold for a draw for me, but for all the words, all the things that he just said, this is a Florida get right spot if I've ever seen one. Like you mentioned, I just feel like they come out and they have built up aggression, losing 2 games in a row, 3-2, 5-4. They're doing their
games
part.
3 games in a row.
Yeah, 3 games in a row. But 2 of the last 2 in overtime, they do their part. Puck sometimes don't bounce the right way. That shit happens in hockey. We all know that. Sometimes you're millimeters off from that puck bouncing one way or the other. And it is what it is, right? We know that. And the Minnesota Wild winning 1 out of their last 5 games.
They're a bad hockey team.
They're not a good hockey team.
They're a bad hockey team. They're not a good hockey team.
And listen, the flower has wilted a while ago. And I think he's just kind of hanging out for some records. And I get all that, but I don't expect
Adam Wainwright.
Huh?
He's Adam Wainwright.
Oh, he's goddamn great comparison. I'll take that. Yeah. He's just gonna hang out. I don't know if he plays next year at all.
He shouldn't.
But if he does, it's whatever. But their defense is not good. Minnesota, it's just all around not a great hockey team right now. I'm on Florida in every which way, shape, or form. And Florida's chasing Boston. They're not going to catch them, I don't think, but they're chasing them in their division. 5 points behind them, at this point. And
now would be a good time to grab their futures to win the division.
What's that?
Now would be a decent time to bet the futures for them to win the division.
I wouldn't hate that either.
I'm not seeing. Where's divisional odds? I need to go on my other book for probably divisional odds. I would like to see NHL futures to win Eastern Conference versus Conference Stanley Cup. All right. Maybe Bet Online has it. Let's see, to win.
By the way, Brad's here. Says Happy Friday. When is February 1st? It's a day before
Plus
February
200.
2nd. Jose Sierra is laughing at us. And Brad says, who, Adam Wainwright, is going to be flying out chair? Is Adam Wainwright flying out of his chair over that comment? If so, we appreciate Adam Wainwright for stopping by and hitting that like button. Friend of the program, I mean, what do you want me to tell you? But we both like that Minnesota Panthers game. Let's talk about why we both like the Carolina Red Wings game.
Yeah, I'm on the dog. I'm on the dog in this game. Plus 175 and team total over 2.5 minus 120 for the Detroit Red Wings against Antti Raanta, who I have graded as one of the worst goaltenders.
Just let that sink in.
I'm getting that type of a number to fade Raanta, which I am looking to do any way, shape, or form I can, whether it's overs, whether it's the opponent's team total overs, whether it's just money lines on the opposite side here. And I saw value on the money line. I saw value on the team total in this game here because Alex Lyon, starting for the Detroit Red Wings, has actually been pretty good.
Let's fucking go, Lion.
Like I would not be surprised if this game finishes 3-2 Red Wings or 4-2 Red Wings, something along those lines. Like, I like the Red Wings in the spot. I think that they should not be this big of a dog. And when you look at what the Red Wings have been doing offensively as of late, and you're asking them to score 3 goals against Raanta, when in the last 10 games they've put up 3-4-5-2, 3-4-5-3, 5-3. They've gone over 2.5 team total in 9 of the last 10 games. And you're asking them to put up 3 goals against Raanta. I get it. And the one thing that does concern me a little bit about it is Carolina plays the right style of hockey in order to protect Raanta a little bit because they don't give up many shots. Like they play good defensive structured hockey, and that's huge credit to Rod Brindamore, the head coach there.
Yeah.
He just advocates for good defensive hockey. They're number 1 in the league and only giving up 25.72 shots on goal per game. Yeah. The problem is, out of those 26 shots, at least 2 are going in. And if you get Raanta on a bad night, this could be. I mean, we're only asking 3 goals from the Red Wings here in this spot, so I'm on the Red Wings at plus 175, 2.5.
Red Wings have been dogs lately, and they have been crushing it as dogs. Underdog at Florida, they win. Underdog at Toronto, they win. Underdog at home against LA, and they win. They lose that Edmonton game in overtime, 3-2. Whatever.
Edmonton's been on a roll,
right? Beating Anaheim on the road. On the road in Carolina, I like it. I'm on the over. I got the over yesterday at 6. And I really like that because I really think we're going to get into that. I don't know. I think we're going to get in. I think the Wings hit that 2.5. I already bet that when we talked about this prior to the show. I like that when you mentioned that. I'm on the Red Wings plus 1.5 goals here at minus like 145. It's a little stretchy for me. I'll go up to like 150.
I can see a draw in this game.
Juice, but I like it. I mean, I'm also on them on the money line. I don't hate the draw here at plus.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Just because I think I can get a 3-3 game. And if it goes into overtime, I'm all about the goddamn Red Wings. If this game goes into overtime, live bet the Wings because you're going to give me a more high-powered offense against a good I don't want to call Carolina good defense. They play good defensive style, like you say.
They're good defensively structured. No, they play good defense. They're a good defensive team. They are a good defensive team. They have bad goals.
They play keep away.
This is why all Carolina needs is an average goaltender. Average goaltender. Merzlikins, John Gibson, Pyotr Mrazek. They need somebody like that.
Billy Husso
was not been, yeah. But yeah, I mean, they just need an average goaltender, and maybe they're hoping that's going to be Kochekov. Are they really hoping Frederik Andersen comes back and stays healthy? Good luck with that. They need to go out and they need to trade for a goaltender.
You know what Billy Husso's problem is My wife got his jersey for Christmas, and it's been
he doesn't stay healthy is his problem.
That's it right there. I blame Mandy. So I'm on the Red Wings though in a few different ways. So follow fade at your own risk. I like the over 6. I like the draw. Like I said, I like the Wings. I even parlayed the +1.5 and over 6 for +205. I'm really invested into that. I also going back to the Florida game. I'm on Sam Reinhart anytime goal. Kind of been riding that train with the captain Brian Gillihan, who I know he's out at sea or somewhere. He's got sketchy internet, so he's probably not watching the show. But we've been riding that train a little bit. It hit the other day when they played against the Red Wings. I had that game marked nicely. I had Reinhart anytime goal, cash. I had the draw, cash. I had the Wings money line, cash. I thought they were going to win that game in overtime. I think they win this game in overtime. So along the same lines, and I think they get there in like a 4-3 kind of fashion. So that's kind of where I'm at on that. My parlay of the day, which I haven't really been doing too much of, but the parlay of the day is right now you can get the over 6.5 and the Florida Panthers money line. Parlay those together at +195 is at Caesars. I don't hate Wings team total instead of the whole game over and then do Florida money line. I'm just saying that's probably better odds and probably a better play than that. So, fade or follow at your own risk. Talk to me about the Islanders Blackhawks game. This is a game I couldn't, like I mentioned this earlier, I couldn't back the Islanders at -200-ish something. And I'm never betting the Blackhawks here. They're a bad team. What do you like about it, and where are you on?
Unless you're a Blackhawks fan or an Islanders fan, you probably don't want to watch this game, and I wouldn't either if I wasn't an Islanders fan, because this is going to be a boring game. We get two teams coming in who haven't been able to do anything offensively. You look at what the Blackhawks have done offensively as of late. This is why they're 2-8 over under in their last 10 games. Is they've put up 0-2, 1-1-1. They put up that 4, but previously that 2-1-0-1. Like this team scores in binary code. 0-0-1-1-0-1-0-1-0-1-0-1-0-1. Like, and then the Islanders, their offense has fallen off. 2-0-1. They had the 4 against Toronto. 2-2, 5 against Arizona, 4 against Colorado, 1 against Pittsburgh. Like, and when you look at the way these two teams have played in the past, the Islanders have covered the puck line in back-to-back games, but they've failed to score 4 goals. And they've only scored 4 goals once of the last 8 meetings against the Chicago Blackhawks. I think this is a boring game that, unless you're a fan of the team, you don't have to. I don't recommend watching it because it's not going to be the most entertaining game. I think this is one of those games that's 0-0 at the end of the first period. It's 1-0 middle of the third, and this game finishes 1-1 in overtime or something along those lines, because I have the Islanders team total under 3.5 in this game at -115. I have the full game under 6. And low key, and I know I'm an Islanders fan, whatever, I hope the Islanders lose this game.
And so you wouldn't be opposed to a draw at +360?
Draw, Blackhawks money line, something along those lines. I don't hate either of those.
That's all I had.
And when you look at it, as a fan, I hope the Islanders lose this game, because if they do, this will be the straw that breaks the camel's back, and they will fire Lane Lambert. I am begging the Islanders to fire Lane Lambert. And if you want to follow along with that, I would like to see if they have, let's see, NHL regular season, next head coach fired. Lane Lambert, 14-1. Next head coach fired. Lane Lambert, 14-1. The favorite right now is Don Granato at +150, then Lindy Ruff at +250.
Granato, he's the head coach of West
Buffalo. Yeah.
14-1.
Lane Lambert, next coach fired. I like that a lot, especially if they lose this game tonight.
I'll tell you what, if the Red Wings miss the playoffs, Derek Lalonde should be fired.
Derek Lalonde's not even in the top 12 for.
I believe I don't see what he's done differently in the last 2 years he's been there to with the talent that he's got.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Ville Husso is above average goalie when healthy. But he's not a great goalie. And I'm not saying goalie's not necessarily the only problem, but one thing that I have is not to get on it. I'm not getting on a tangent for Detroit sports or anything, but
oh boy,
one thing that's completely different in my lifetime now, and I thought I'd never see this: the Red Wings and the Pistons are fucking soft. I don't know who's calling me.
Aren't you supposed to be the bad boys of Detroit?
Yeah, we were the bad boys.
Soft.
The Pistons are not the bad boys right now. They are soft. And the Red Wings used to play a dominant style of hockey. And I know that, like, I believe in Steve Yzerman and the Yzer plan and all that stuff. But
one thing I got to say about the Yzer plan or whatever like that, one thing that it just felt like a desperation thing, and it's not, and they went off of the Yzer plan for a second there. In what way, shape, or form is Patrick Kane part of the Yzer plan? At all.
I see where he fits in like that because they bring in a veteran guy that's got a year or two left of decent hockey that can help just be a piece. They did that all the time. They did that all the time. Whether you believe he has anything left in him or is worth it, that's another thing. But they got him cheap as dirt. And like, he doesn't cost them shit. And it's a veteran presence. I don't mind it. I don't think he hurts. Here's the thing. He doesn't hurt. He ain't hurting nothing. I don't think he's hurting any chemistry. I don't think he's hurting the locker room. I don't think he's taking away ice time from somebody younger that's as talented. If that was the case, I would be against that. But I don't believe
he's hurt right now, so he's not taking any time away because he's not on the ice.
Well, yeah, but because we got him, like, if we had to pay, like, then that's one thing. But it's not like it's Javi Baez contract or something like the Tigers and shit. That guy, I love how he announced he was going to stay with the Tigers. Like, oh, thanks, bro. Appreciate that. Everybody in Detroit was real happy about that. But anyways, but one thing I will say is I don't feel like the Pistons play hard. They're not like the bad boys anymore. They're soft, but the NBA I think is soft, but that's a whole nother discussion. But I will say this, the Red Wings have had a tendency to go out and buy that guy. Buy him. Like, I mean, in the Yzer plan, in those Yzerman years, they went out and got the Chris Chelios, the Brendan Shanahans, the Dominic Hasek. You need a goalie? Hold on. Let me go get the best goalie in the fucking league he was retired. No, you're not. Come on. Let's go.
Let's go win another cup with the Wings.
Okay. Let's go win another cup. Okay. Like, the Red Wings were a destination spot to go and, hey, go get your cup. You had a great year. You ain't got no cups? Go to Detroit. You get yourself a cup. And that was just how they played. So, I mean, I could see it, but it's a little whatever. But because it was on the cheap, I don't mind it. I bet the draw on the Islanders and the Blackhawks.
Yeah, I saw that.
I threw a half unit on that. Let's talk some football. I'm going to bring this in. I'm going to do this. But first, I'm going to make it not look like that. Here we go. Full screen. Let me get this off here. So, division round, playoffs, 4 games. This is for the contest too, by the way. Same graphic I just posted. If anybody wants to get on here. What are your thoughts initially? Don't start talking shit about the Bucks or the Lions.
I've only bet the two Saturday games because I've fully dove into those and I've figured out what I want. And at the end of Saturday, one of the top seeds will be gone. I think we see one underdog win outright on Saturday. I think we see one underdog win outright on Sunday. I like the Packers to be that underdog. I got them at +10 at -120, and I got the +365 money line. My number for that game was around an 8.5. So I see value on the 9.5, 10 with them. And on the flip side, I had the Ravens projected around 11. So I ended up taking the Ravens at -6.5 first half and -9.5 full game. The Ravens are one of the better first half teams in the league. I expect them to come out strong in this one here as well. I think this is the game that that CJ Stroud gets exposed here in the playoffs, because in his first game, he was lucky enough to have that at home in a dome. Nice conditions. I'll go up to Baltimore and win a game.
That's a different ball game.
I think the Ravens win that game by 14 plus. Like I think this is that. I think that's the biggest blowout of the weekend is the Ravens against the Texans.
Yeah. I just realized the Bills are -2, -0.5 on the graphic, but you fuckers know what I mean. I apologize. My cough.
Unbelievable.
The best dog I like of the day. I want to be on the Packers. And listen, I think the Lions win. Okay. And I'm hoping for the Packers. I'd rather play the Packers than the Niners. There's just no doubt about that. Anybody that tells you otherwise it's just ridiculous. Okay. Why would you want to go to San Francisco when you could just have Green Bay come home? And you know what I mean? I mean, it's just common sense. You want to play that Packers. Ain't nobody afraid of Jordan Love. Whooped his ass all year. Okay, so I think we
except on Thanksgiving.
Huh?
Except on Thanksgiving.
Except on Thanksgiving. Whatever. We were thankful for other things that day. We would love to have him come on back. Come on back. And listen, this I don't think that happens though. I think the Niners win. I don't know if they cover. That's my problem here. I think the Ravens cover, and I think they cover by 19.5. I mean, you could put a 1 in front of that 9. I think they get after that ass. I think the Texans are a good young team, and they have and they're going to be good for a minute. I think they're really good. And
they're nice, happy to be there here. This is their learning experience. This is their fun time there.
But maybe this is going to be the AFC Championship game is going to be Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen.
Yeah.
I think
the Chiefs, and the NFC is going to be Jordan Love and Baker Mayfield. So
here we go. All right, let's talk Lions Bucks. Let me just tell you real quick what I have on the game. And I don't have anything like real goofy or anything like that. I will say this: I don't have a ton, okay, or nothing like that. I have, and follow my ass on bets. Damn, what you got? I got in early on the Lions at -6. Okay, it's at 6.5 everywhere along the board. I got in it at 6. I'm on David Montgomery anytime touchdown. I think that's just my game plan for this Lions game, okay, is very simple. It's the game plan that they've had all year. Run the fucking ball right down your motherfucking throat and bite some kneecaps along the motherfucking way. Okay? I'm just saying. They're going to run that ball, that two-headed monster between David Montgomery and Jamari Gibbs. If you want to take it away, I had this conversation the other night with Craig Trapp on the phone. If you want to take that run game away, great. Then you're going to have the game that you had in October or late September when they played each other before in Tampa Bay. We're going to have the same game, 20-6, Lions win. Because Jared Goff is going to pick you apart. So if you decide to take Jared Goff away, great. We're going to run the ball right down your throat. And I think David Montgomery is going to be a big part of that. And I think he's underrated. I think he doesn't get enough credit and enough love because of the rookie sensation in the backfield of Jamari Gibbs, who's just a freaking playmaker, right? So I have Jamari Gibbs over rushing and receiving 72.5 yards at -115 because I think he's very good in the screen game. just in the pass game in general, out of the slot, and he can run the ball. He can break that at any point in time, get 72 yards. I got David Montgomery anytime touchdown, minus 118. And I got him on Ron St. Brown over 87.5 for receiving yards. Last time they played, he had 120 or 40 or something like that. He had over 100 yards and like 2 touchdowns or maybe 1 touchdown. I don't remember. He had a game. Now that total's up at 91.5. So I feel like I beat that line a little bit at 87.5. Those are the only 4 bets I have on that game. And that's all I'm kind of running with on that game. I don't think that, honestly, I just don't think I dabble with the total in that game. I want to be on the under, actually. I just don't think that we're going to get like a shootout. The Rams and the Lions, people thought, they thought that game was going to just fly over, and it didn't. Lots of points in the first half or second half, right? Adjustments were made. I think that Tampa's going to play. I think they're going to have to play a little. They're going to have to play a little, I don't know, loose. Like they got nothing to lose. So they got to go out there and slang the ball around. And I think if we can get some pressure, Baker will do Baker things when he's pressured. So I think at home, Ford Field, 133 decibels, loudest indoor place for a football game ever recorded. Like, this is going to be crazy for Baker. So let's head over to chat and everybody can talk about how I'm crazy. Brad says Adam Wainwright and Marc-Andre Fleury are playing next year. Real Deal Prime is giving us emojis that I'm trying to figure out. I think there's a chair and some apples and a check mark. I'm not doing that. Thanks for stopping by, though. My best channel out on everything. I like it. Ravens money line for sure. Don't bet the money line. Don't bet the money line. It's minus 420. There you go. If you want to take both number 1 seeds on Saturday at minus 410 or 20. God, don't do that. There you go. Bills money line, Lions money line. I do think the Bills just destroy whoever. Packers money line then. Yep. Fire. 1-word comments. We got a lot. Lamar Action Jackson. Speaking of Lamar, though, he has a tendency to disappoint in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So
this is the best team he's had, though. This is the best.
I don't think he's going to have to do a lot to beat Houston. But everybody's has written off Houston all year. Or not written them off, but undervalued them. I don't think they're being undervalued. I think that the Baltimore Ravens at home in January are a 10-point better team. If this was in neutral territory, then they're a touchdown team. They're a touchdown better than the Houston Texans. I don't know.
They are. They are at least, yeah.
Nick's in the house. Nicholas Handy. The Lions money line Mills. I like it. I think the Bucks destroyed. I do. You think the Bucks destroy the Lions? No, sir. Can't do that. Can't do that. You got anything going to college basketball? I do not have not one game today.
Xavier and Quinnipiac. That's it.
All right. And I know you ain't got nothing going on in NBA, do you?
Orlando and New Orleans.
What's that?
Orlando and New Orleans. That's it.
Oh, God. No NBA for me. Anything else you want to share before we bounce on out? I'm going to get out of here before my damn cough kills me.
For the Sunday games, I'm looking at Tampa and Buffalo. Those are the two I'm looking at there. Yeah, that's about it. I know we'll be doing a free pick video in a little bit for the NHL. It is the I'll say it now. It's gonna be the Jets -1 against the Ottawa Senators. So that's kind of where I'm looking there.
All right, giving the farm away already. Don't give it to him yet. Make him work for it. Make him do something for it. I don't know. I could see why people bet the Rams last week. I could see why people will bet the Bucks this week.
It's too many points.
Yep. I mean, I'm gonna be rooting on my Lions and having them win by double digits. But listen, the Bucks don't have anything to lose.
None.
I get it. Texans don't. Green Bay doesn't. Everybody's written off the Chiefs, rightfully so, but the Chiefs are in that spot too. They don't have anything to lose. But, everybody wants to see that. Mahomes, Josh Allen, blah, 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 blah.
I like the Bills in that game.
I love the Bills in that game, so I like them. We're going to bounce on out of here, though. We appreciate everybody stopping by. I'm here Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock Eastern. Nick's here with normally Tim on Fridays. So stop on by, check it out. Thoughts on the Pack over. If my Pack are going to win, it's got to be a shootout.
Yeah. I would lean towards maybe a Packer team total. You can get that might be a decent look, actually. I might add that. Packers team total is at put a load on Bovada. You can get 20.5 at even money. I don't mind that at all.
So I don't. I hate that San Francisco, though. It's hard. So no rest. I'm all about this. But because of the 2-week rest and everybody getting a little whatever, I kind of like Green Bay first half. Plus 6.5. I like them first half to come out like guns a-blazing, right? And then San Francisco just starts a little slower, gets their movement going, and ultimately probably wins this game, doesn't cover kind of situation. But Packers first half might be a look for me. It's been written down for a minute. It's at 6.5 -110. You can get it at MGM or hell, DraftKings. You can get -108. Caesars, you can get it for even money. Shit. Shop your Lions. I might go that route. I believe if the Packers do win, it's got to go over the 50. But I don't know. I don't know if they can compete in a shootout.
They could. I mean, they very
I just
well
realized
could.
your jackass is wearing a Tampa Bay jersey, by the way. I should have put. I don't know why baseball is on my mind. It's just been me and Tim were talking about this the other day. It's really heavy on my mind. So I'm wearing I've been wearing a baseball jersey earlier this year or this week. I got my warm up jersey on for Tigers. I should have worn my Honolulu blue.
Real quick, back to the comment real quick. If the Packers, for me, no. Actually, the more I look at it, the more I disagree with that, because I think if the Packers win this game, it stays under. Because what would you need to do in order to, and I think in order to keep up with the Niners, keep their offense off the field, pound the rock, run it with Aaron Jones, run it with AJ Dillon. And I think they'll be able to do that in this game a little bit, which would take time off the clock and keep the Niners offense off the field. So if the Packers win this game, the Niners keep their team total under 29.5 plus 120.
That might be a look. The Niners team total under.
Yes.
I don't hate that either. I just think you gotta contain Christian McCaffrey. If you do that, you win the game. Not just keep him off the fucking field. I mean, it's plain and simple. So simple, right? So damn simple. We should all be doing it. I mean, We should just give the Super Bowl right now, the trophy to the Lions. I mean, duh. Just give it to them. Hand it to them. It's over. It's over. It's a wrap.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, that's really going to do it for us, though. We've been on long enough, and we're going to get out of here. We're going to go do some free picks, drop some on you guys. We appreciate everybody stopping by. We'll see you guys. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. Good luck. Go Lions. Hold on. Where's my little thing? Jason Spurley, I hope your Packers win so we can host you guys for the NFC Championship game. Good luck, Go Pride. One Pride. All Grit, whatever they're changing their handle to. I'm out.